After watching the last episode and editing, I realized that the Andor music that plays during the title card plays during the episode. The particular spin on it. The Andor theme. Because all that was happening during the heist. Ferrick's angle gone. 1 year later. Oh boy. BBY2. Yavin Rebel Base. Wow. And we're here. We didn't even get to see him really sort of relate. Oh, here, we could use the spot sort of thing. Say that to anyone. God, now a lot has probably happened. The last time jump, it didn't feel like that much had happened. Who is this? Nobody. That's just someone's likes we don't know. Oh no, it's Will. Wow. The rebellion has grown. And it wasn't even a result of like whatever happened on Gorman. They live in the woods. He's getting old, sore.
Take your shirt off. And don't tell me it's better.
It's definitely a nicer setup than in Coruscant, you know, vibe-wise. Oh, he's just injured.
What are you gonna do?
Anything I want.
Hey!
Oh.
Well, they're back together, obviously. Oh, he just came back.
I was about to send a search party.
When did you get back?
Just now?
Things are getting really organized around here.
So,
Hmm.
I'm asking you where you were.
Just got in.
She's been more worried about you than I have.
They're like his parents, which makes sense.
Where were you?
He's gonna probably take issue with him following Saw.
Ethan wants to know if you're ready to work.
Has he not been working?
Ready for what?
He knows you were hurt.
If he does, it's because you told him.
He's been trying to reach you. You trust this place? All these people?
We need an army. Everything's a risk.
All we do here is get ready. Luthen is making things happen.
Is he? You want to fight? Or you want to win? Going it alone doesn't cut it anymore.
Well, maybe you should tell him yourself.
Maybe you should tell us where you've been.
The continued and inexplicable Gorman resistance to imperial norms.
You know what? I've described the Cassian that we meet in Rogue One as radical often, but actually it makes sense that maybe he would stray away from the radical approach and embrace the more organized rebellion, but then maintains some of what Luthen has told him. But this strain from Luthen thing, I didn't expect it. Definitely makes sense, especially with Bix there.
So far, there's been no statement
and how he's been hanging on
credit from any local terrorism.
to hope in the future, love.
Edge these past few months, tightening up.
Gorman. For Luthen.
That was nice that we cut to that lady talking about it, and then now we're talking about it.
He's wanted it long enough.
Yeah,
For what? Help him torch the place?
yeah.
It's the Empire with the torches. They've gone insane.
So? What does he need me for?
ISB Supervisor Dejamira. She destroyed Ferrick's. She killed my father. You know her?
Yeah, she does.
She's there now, and she's there waiting to be killed. And I know you're gonna say it's for revenge, but it's not.
Your eyes would say otherwise, but okay.
For Luthen since Ferrick's.
Yeah, that's true.
You know she has to be stopped.
You need to calm down and check in.
You act like Luthen's the enemy.
That would be easier.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because he's making things harder for them. Oh, my God.
She's a monster. We won't have a better chance.
You know, I don't know why I thought that maybe Luthen would be more involved here and then would die or something. That's why we didn't see him in like other projects. But I guess him working in the shadows. I also just didn't maybe expect Cassian and Bix to be here kind of living peacefully. with less stress, even though they're still involved in the rebellion after the end of the last episode, would sort of seem to set them on the path of, all right, let's get her done in the shadows, Mr. and Mrs. Smith style, you know? But it does make sense. I think I said that at the end of my reaction, like, this is what we've been foreshadowing, but this does make sense for them, holding on to the home and this way of doing things. Vic seems conflicted, though, like she kind of wants Dedra killed. I don't. I love Dedra. Everything I said before about her being bad for Cyril, Surreal, she is bad for him, but I still do love them together. People said in the comments, love can be weird sometimes. All love is not the same. I'm going to pause it. We live in a world where entertainment is constantly pushing knights in shining armor and pixie dream girls. But in reality, it's Cyril and Dedra. I had a dream last night that I came home to the most beautiful wife in the world. Except she didn't have a nose. And that's okay. That's okay. Here she is.
We are moving forward with the original plan.
There is apparently no suitable replacement or synthetic alternative for the Gorman substrate material. It's bad luck, Gorman. We need what's in the ground, and when we're done, there won't be much left to call home.
Fuck.
When?
Look at how she reacted.
Where is she? She's unavailable at the moment. I asked you, where?
Well, they're not keeping this under wraps anymore. Well, they wasn't. They knew. He is going to stand up to her,
what
though.
I need now is some
Like I said,
clarity on how exactly...
Dedra, calmly.
You know, that's literally like something that Surreal's mom would say to him. And she's been raised by Imperials.
You're aware, sir, that the insurgents have weapons at this point.
Yeah.
We're counting on it.
Because then they can say that the reason they acted the way that they acted, the reason they caused so much death and destruction was because of the Gorman response. Or antagonizing them.
There's evidence of outside agitators.
You serious?
No, it's not true.
We are trying to prevent an incident.
By keeping me in the dark.
Yeah. I like that he's standing up to her like this.
Stop.
What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Please. You need to go home and pack.
Yeah, she wants to keep him safe. I take back the things. Well, I mean, she's a control freak, but still.
For us.
Oh, yeah. He loves them.
Will be rewarded.
For what? What have we accomplished?
That's a kiss of a kiss.
Do what I told you.
So here's the thing: is Dedra does want what she wants for her career. She does necessarily trust him to do the things that she tells him to do, and she definitely likes to control him. But she also does love him, and it's what I was saying before, and people have said this in the comments. So I'm sort of stealing what I've read because I'm late watching this. But the comments on my last video. But I'm gonna pause this quick because she was raised in Imperial rooms. I forget, like camps, and indoctrinated. The only way she does know how to show love is through how she was raised as an Imperial, sort of. But you can see on her face, the actress is doing an amazing job. The reason she always sort of has that countenance of being sad and frustrated, or just, she's trying to seem blank, but when that breaks, there's a lot going on.
Are you planning to go to the office today? It's just they're asking for schedules this week. Parking and movement.
I love Dearest Mon every time I see her.
Senate security.
Oh, ridiculous. I'll speak to them. Thank you.
Hmm.
I'm requesting a new driver.
Yeah.
They might send someone smart.
Right. Oh, this guy is actually, I think I was bashing her escort last episode. He's legit. Loyal.
3. Rising over the Imperial Naval Terminal, where controversy over the design already on the curved bureau increased security.
That's why they're talking to her about security. They know it's coming also.
In complete blockade of material systems until the incident can be fully explained and the terrorists have been brought to justice.
Terrorists, rebels. A lot of this is extraordinarily timely in a kind of uncomfortable way.
How can I help?
Turn back the clock. Send everyone home.
Oh, I wish I could make that so. This bombing last night.
They don't even bother to lie badly anymore. I suppose that's the final humiliation.
We're assembling a petition, and I know how sad that must sound.
What's that gonna do?
I came here to thank you, Mon. The brave face you put to the world. I've done a poor job letting you know how much I admire your grace.
That's our dearest Mon, dude. She's a baller. She's a legend.
Protect yourself.
When she was talking about the petition and failed legislation, for a second I just thought of Cersei ripping up Ned Stark's letter from the king, the late king. You know, Genevieve O'Reilly is up there with the best casting in Star Wars history, like next to Ewan McGregor, in terms of like a character that we saw in the original trilogy having to be portrayed by a new actor. And obviously it was a casting done by George Lucas and company for the prequels, but wow. Who would have thought that that bit of casting, it was a small role in Revenge of the Sith, right, would turn into this. Something special.
Surfedelt cumbi fantalesque. Dan laifik benash bi selmo poch fik up serifort.
It's not wrong.
Mo fik scube na bibonan simnash godalo.
It's like they said. We're counting on them having weapons. He's right. Like, if you take up arms and fight, they're just gonna crush you.
Gonvul, smat simnash.
If you want to be martyrs.
Nashlurg. Moswat dial. Tem d'abord. Salums. Sin clash. Luskalkor sin compens. Nash bidumgor. Dilan molen walai. Mokum kozma la bif madal.
Damn. Yeah, I guess compromise. Again, it's like what Bix and Cassian have been going through because they're holding on to who they are, holding on to where they come from. So we heard the Ferrex Gong at the end of this episode, I feel like. Because they can't lose that. Then you forget what you're fighting for, and then it's all... Then you're just playing the game.
What's the harm?
You're lucky Marva's not here. She hated Force
She
healers.
hated one Force healer.
Oh,
10 years
wow.
ago.
One was enough.
Doesn't mean the whole thing's a scam.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect any Force in this show. What if she's a fraud?
If I was in pain, I'd try to do everything I could to fix it. You just run around pretending like nothing's wrong.
We know that. She was taking the drugs before.
What is this?
I don't know.
You set this up.
No.
She sees your future.
Who are you?
Nobody. We're just leaving.
Can you wait? Please. Sorry. I was about to ask how I know you, but I'm realizing now that's not it at all.
I'm late already.
This is kind of giving me goosebumps. I didn't expect this at all.
Your right shoulder.
She's had visions about him. I love that if there was going to be a Force sensitive in the show, it was presented to us like this, like a healer. That people are skeptical of, or at least he is.
Thank you.
Thank you for what?
The clarity. I thought it had gone for good. So easy to lose faith. Sometimes it even works, but this, all that you've been gathering, the strength of spirit.
You saw something.
Why do you keep pushing? I asked you not to do this. Stay if you want.
I'm sorry I'm not saying anything.
Who is he?
A pilot. Soldier.
He's Andor.
I sense the weight of things, pain, need. Most beings carry the things that shape them, they carry the past. But some, your pilot, they're gathering as they go. There's a purpose to it.
I was going to say purpose, like she sees what he's...
He's a messenger. There's some place he needs to be. Have you known him long?
I don't remember not knowing him.
Maybe you're the place he needs to be.
Or maybe you're not. This is what's going to help her let him go. Oh, and that's just, we're getting a signal that maybe he's pregnant. Or she's pregnant. That was amazing. I also love that she implied that she's been losing her connection to the Force, but because of the important role he plays in this saga to help get the Death Star plans where they need to be in order for Luke to destroy it.
Don't you know there's a curfew?
I needed to see you.
Oh my god, he is in love with her. The Force was working for her with him because of his purpose. Maybe he's not in love with her, never mind.
If I had something to offer, if we could lay this off on outsiders, then...
What just happened? I wasn't paying close enough attention to that scene. God damn it, now it's an ad, so I can't go back. I will, though. Also, whoever that lovely woman was that they cast as the Force healer, she like had old school Mon Mothma vibes. New school Mon Mothma vibes. You can't really compete with. No one makes an impact like our dearest Mon Mothma. Wow, this is really gonna make watching Rogue One feel all the more... Because Cassian wasn't the main character of Rogue One, but it's gonna make him feel like the main character. I just love when franchises do this the right way, like this show does. When projects make side characters the main characters, and then when it all coalesces, it helps to reflect our own experiences in life and how we all feel like the main character of our stories. But everyone feels that way, and everyone has a story. And the best works of art, the best stories, flesh out the side characters. And yeah. Actually, I gotta go back. Like I said, I want to see...
My people are convinced you're being coordinated by outside agitators. We could lay this off on outsiders, then...
But he's genuinely trying to help. Healed. Not entirely. I mean, she's clearly not a Jedi.
It's better, isn't it?
Which is going to be confirmation for Bix that what she said has validity.
Confusing. She asked me who you were. I said you were a pilot.
A pilot.
She's a cook in the mess hall.
And you're more than a pilot. That wasn't a scam.
What was it then?
I don't know. I don't even think she knows. But it happened, and I could sense it, and I'm not afraid to say that. I felt it before, Cass. She called you a messenger. I've had dreams like that.
Why are you doing this?
I know you felt something. That's why you're so upset.
Maybe he's afraid of his purpose. Maybe he's afraid of... Because he's afraid...
It could only be good. There's no other reason.
He probably takes solace in just being a soldier. And this dude, I forget his name now, this dude was in the prison with Cassian and Kino.
It's a personal trip.
The ship's to be fitted with hypercoms tomorrow.
We'll be back soon.
Wait, he's going with Will?
This isn't a base for privateers.
Who said?
That was his takeaway?
You know where I stand. The day I need permission to come and go, I'm gone.
That day is near.
Well, I guess everything's happening on Gorman, and that's where he feels he needs to be. I don't know if the purpose would be to kill Dedra. That doesn't feel like the right thing to do, but it could just be because we like her, sorta. Things are heating up, ladies and gentlemen. They are heating up. And Luke's just farming right now. Moisture farming.
Tighten up! Look lively! Fall in!
There's no one in the square now. Well, this isn't a square, a circle, probably. Center of town.
Get these men shaped up and ready for presentation.
There's not a man amongst them, sir, but I'll do what I can.
Why say
Am I
that?
gonna have a problem?
See, this is an Imperial that
It's problem-free.
cares about his men. That's why I made that comment.
Left! Turn!
They look like children.
Quick! March!
She's so good at being disgusted. And they're gonna get slaughtered. The children are gonna get slaughtered. We're gonna see these Imperials die. This was intentional. To make us kind of feel bad about all the death, which I imagine is about to occur. Maybe what the Force-sensitive lady was talking about, the healer was talking about, has nothing to do with Rogue One.
You said come in low, right?
I don't know. Some Tom Cruise shit right now. Some Maverick. Top Gun Maverick. Ooh, look at Will Smith. He's a pilot. He's a pilot.
Yeah.
God, I love this show. Also, I get really full of myself because I talk about how all good stories about purpose. Main characters finding, or figuring out, or discovering whatever it is they feel they're here to do. And then so when we say purpose, that healer scene was very on the nose. That, yeah. Is this Val?
Hello.
Nice. This is a perfect scene to have with these two. Val's like at the end of Bix's journey, kind of.
Anything you can talk about?
From the other side of it.
Well, I'm here now. I'll be around.
She lost her love.
Scaring the new recruits.
I love that she's here, too. And she would have completely sort of abandoned Luthen after what happened to Cinda. Or Cinta.
I needed a break.
Cinda. Yep.
It's good to hear you say that.
They sent me to talk to you. Draven. Dodonna. They need him, Biggs. They're on the verge of promoting him, and then he goes and does something like this.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that was his response to the healer moment.
I know how deeply you believe in what we're doing. We're not Luthen's puppets anymore.
Right, right. Love it. I love how we didn't have to see her sort of leave him. You just knew, and then she's saying this.
Cassian is a leader.
This show's just great with exposition after these one-year jumps. I've said that before. Cassian is a leader, yeah.
He'll be there when you need him.
It's interesting. So what's Luthen doing? Just being crazy somewhere. It's also worth noting that Mon's not there. But the second she shows up, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you can just tell us what to do."
Second floor. Third from the left. She's in there. She sleeps in the building.
What the fuck is gonna? He's definitely not gonna kill Dedra. There's no way.
Locals say she's on the plaza once or twice a day. Alright, here comes my guy.
Comes first thing.
You know, I thought that maybe Will would just be following Saw, but Saw and Lucen kind of mixed.
Stone and Sky.
Stone and Sky. That's why we heard the gong, because that's why he felt the need to do this. You know, sometimes serving a purpose doesn't mean doing something like this. It just means being part of the army, sometimes it does just mean being a soldier, because the domino effect. You know what I mean? You doing one small thing can save someone's life or just help someone in a small way. This feels bigger because it's more intimate.
Guja. Guja. Midrim news.
Doesn't he know this guy?
I don't see an interest in him.
From when he was Varian Sky?
The Alderaan group, their shuttle's been cancelled.
Again. Good luck with that.
The Alderaan group. Does that mean that
She will report
Organa is here?
We turn over our guest list each afternoon. And you'll have to carry your own bag this time. Another way.
Yep. It is him. She will report it. Wow. Things have changed. It's not just the Gormans that inhabit this place anymore. She may have been like a native Gorman, and then she's just turned. Because they're turning against each other. The propaganda campaign, yada, yada, yada. It's like what the one dude was saying. I don't care what we do as long as we do something, because what are we if we don't? We are the Gore, you know? The will with this Riz, I didn't realize he had. It's not even doing anything. Everywhere he goes, he has a girlfriend. Immediately.
Clear skies tonight.
We'll be updating the forecast.
So now he's just using her. God, this music's so good. I'm getting nervous because I have to go somewhere in like 25 minutes, and if this episode ends, and it's gonna end, and I'm gonna want to know exactly what happens next. Stormtrooper voices. Stormtroopers. Such a recognizable voice or sound. What do? Take a stormtrooper outfit? Or armor? Somehow? The next episode's Who Are You? I love it when a character has an identity crisis. It is not the same day. I was gonna record more of that same day, but then real world stuff happened, and I was afraid that this was all gonna feel a little too real. Maybe that's the beauty of this show. But it's not the beauty of me. I often say things I regret and react in a way that is less than mature. But here we go. Operation Dead Draw. See what I did there? Hashtag side draw. Surreal and Dead Draw. May their love outlive us all. And Surreal in the thumbnail just looks rough. Like he either just got dumped or is like very constipated. Who Are You is the name of the episode. And this show has dealt a lot with that. Identity, as we relate it to our environment, our culture, where we come from, what we stand for. And Surreal's in the thumbnail, so he's the one that's probably asking himself that question. His entire journey's been about his identity and figuring out who he is within the confines of the empire and climbing that social professional ladder. Maybe he's about to realize fully that he needs to operate outside of that, outside of the system. Maybe don't adhere to the systems in place sometimes, not fully play the game. But now the music for this is wild. Who are you? Who are you guys? Let me know in the comments below. Don't dox yourself or give me your address. Just what defines you? What are you passionate about? Woman vocalizing. Not a woman vocalizing. That's when you know things have gone awry. That was a joke. Sexist joke. Oh, this is super sad and ominous. If you see my mouth moving sometimes, it's because I read these subtitles to make sure the video is synced up for editor me. Operation Dead Draw. She doesn't deserve it, Cassian. She does. But she doesn't. No one does. Well, obviously, whatever's happening is going to distract from his mission, personal mission.
Come on, soldier, look lively!
Feels like the beginning of a Nolan film, this episode.
What is all this?
Did you know about this?
About what?
They're pulling it all in.
Oh, he's hooking up with the girl already. Jesus, this kid.
What's going on here?
They're opening the plaza.
You hear that?
They're not opening anything. They're putting a shell around the building.
I won't get a shot from here.
Yeah.
They're building a fortress.
There's reports coming in from the countryside. They're saying we've landed mining rigs.
You seem animated.
Rumors spread quickly these days.
She sounds really agitated. She just, actress does a great job trying to keep her composure while falling apart.
The only story that matters is Gorman aggression.
The inexplicable resistance to imperial norms.
We need what's in the ground.
Our struggles with Gorman are well documented at this point.
Clyburn was such a good such good casting. We need what's in the ground.
The continued and inexplicable Gorman resistance to imperial norms.
Just parrots, exactly.
How long the Empire's patience can be tested, and here we are this morning.
Yeah, they're just foreshadowing it in the news. So no one's surprised or shocked or...
From yesterday's bombing at the naval depot are still yet to be finalized. The fear is the numbers will be minimized to lower the temperature here. There were mass curfew violations last night and rumors of a...
And we have the opposing opinions with the news channels. Takes, you know.
Imperial employees are to report immediately to the IOC building.
This setup just feels so real, like... Taking back the plaza. This isn't... They are trying to provoke them in this moment. It's not about the plaza. It's a trap, yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's gonna try and stop it. How? You know, this is the opposite of what happened on Ferrix because they didn't want him to fight on Ferrix. I mean, I think in the end they will be heard. They'll just become martyrs, though. What are you gonna do? Will's dead. I know I say that someone's gonna die all the time, but Will's fucking dead. Yeah, no one's gonna listen to it. He knows too.
You dare walk our streets. You dare walk among us. How could we be so foolish?
Because you were emotional.
How do you say that?
Yeah.
I was here to trap outside agitators. Look at you. Even now, people know what you're doing.
Even if you don't.
There's mining equipment being dropped all over the planet. Rigs and droids.
It's a rumor.
Are you mad? That I'd believe that? That it's worth saying?
He's telling himself these lies.
Are you? What's in our ground?
You know, people get so wrapped up in whatever systems they're in or whatever they're told to do or just, you know, playing the game, like I said, that he hasn't questioned enough.
I'm the trigger supervisor. You're the finger. Make sure you're available.
She's even starting to question quite a bit with her face. Look, I'm sorry. The only thing I know that is true about me is I hate loyalists. Political loyalists. We're meant to question our leaders, always. I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't give a fuck what the... I mean, even the Gormans, they're being foolish.
I hope things work out for you.
Because they're loyal to their cause. I get it.
Are built on hope.
Legend. Legend. That's a line from Rogue One. I'm going back. I want to see it again just in case I missed what Cassie had asked prior. I was talking.
Hey, I hope things work out for you.
Rebellions are built on hope.
What if... Okay. I love that line's in there, but I don't know if you'd actually say that as a response to what he said. I love it, though. I'd love that fucking bellhop. Or he's not, he works reception. But I think he used to be... Yeah, he doesn't do the bellhop thing anymore. He never was a bellhop. I don't even fucking know what a bellhop is. I'm sorry. I think they are in the elevator. Wait, what's up with his face? Do I supposed to remember how that happened to him? See, the thing is if you were really having an impact right now, or if this was really the right thing to do, there would be resistance to you going into the center of the plaza. Because they'll allow you to get...
Can you hear me?
To be fair, they have no intention of this being a peaceful protest.
Where are you? Talk to me.
What's he gonna do? Take a shot from the center of the plaza or something as things turn chaotic? I really want Karn, Surreal, and Cassian to talk.
Negotiate a peaceful demonstration. Local insurgents spread rumors through the night and have organized this highly volatile insurrection you see behind me now. So we need to go.
Insurrection. I think I read a comment recently that people didn't think the Imperial side of things was relatable enough, or you couldn't understand their motives. I think Surreal, at least, is an excellent character in that regard. Well, one of these is K2. Maybe. That one. Just in a safe bunker thing. God damn it, Enza. Oh, this is the guy who's wearing it like skin. He wouldn't be chanting, he's thinking things over now.
Close all the exits. Yes, sir. Southgate, Unit 1, come in.
He's locked, they're locking him in. Everyone here is gonna die. They're literally getting pushed. See, he's like, why are they getting escorted or like herded in like cattle? It's being set up as a massacre. Oh my god, it's like a gas chamber.
It'll be alright. Stay with Captain. I have to go find my friend.
You guys are in love immediately? See, here's Cassian's, it's an ad. Here's Cassian's conflict or struggle right now is that he's torn between his mission Dedra, D-E-A-D, and I think he's starting to realize what's happening, and it's going to become about the people, which is the thing that was very much against and foresaw when Luthen sent him here originally. So he's actually torn between being Luthen in this moment and being who he chose to be or is trying to be. Who are you? Right? That's what we're doing in this episode. Him and Cyril, you know. Cyril's trying to be real. And we're just going to stay on Gorman this entire episode, aren't we? We're not leaving this planet. We haven't cut anywhere else. I think if you were to cut to other characters and elsewhere, it would take away from the intimacy of this and how, you know, when bad things happen in the world, for those of us who are fortunate enough, we're not there. You know, we're watching it on TV and it doesn't feel real in that way.
Patrol, sir. Within the crowd. They're green, sir. They're useless.
I see Imperial uniforms.
See, this is the guy who loves his men.
You will march them out there immediately and secure the area, or you can all finish your days in an Imperial brig.
Yeah, this is a guy just doing his job kind of like Cyril. It's real.
Stand to!
It's real. What I was going to say is that if we stay on this planet, then it's all that exists in the world. It's all that matters is what's happening here and now. You need to keep the focus on that. It's so easy to get distracted by other things and then care just a little bit less. That's why a lot of shows and movies do that when there's like a battle episode that you don't go to other places. Game of Thrones was good at that early on, and then like later episodes they were jumping all around. What is this guy realizing that this isn't right? The woman was singing at the beginning of the title card.
Wait! Hang on, I said wait!
What have you done? What are we doing here?
Following orders.
Yeah.
How long have you known about all this?
Whoa, look at her face.
We can discuss this later.
It is too late already.
So please, you're hurting me.
And you are going to tell me what the mining ships are doing here. They're already unloading in Gelnobi and Liqua.
No.
You tell me it's a rumor, and I will throw you out that window.
Holy fuck.
What have we been doing here?
I don't think I ship them anymore.
Something in the dirt here. It's the energy program. It's directly from the Emperor.
But to be honest, it makes sense that Force would be the only thing that gets her to tell him the truth because that's how she's ordered around. I know that sounds twisted.
How long have you known this?
How she was raised.
We're going home as heroes. This began long before we got here.
Heroes in the eyes of who? Not the people.
We wanted to be together. You didn't seem to mind the promotions.
Yeah. She's not wrong. You're no better than her.
Good luck, Tetra.
So was that a breakup? there's been a lot of apprehension and hesitation, trepidation on Dedra's face. I didn't really understand too much where that was coming from because we haven't seen her be remorseful in the past. It's probably because of her relationship with Cyril. And he's fully just like, fuck this now. Good for him. Now he's real. Now he's him. He's surreal. He's no longer Cyril. He's who he is. He's figured out who he is, what he believes. That this is wrong.
Bring him back. Do not let him leave the
He's
building.
gonna die. He's gonna be the martyr in this situation. That's gonna make us feel all the more for about all of this. It's the tragedy. Fuck, I knew he was gonna die too. This is how he goes. It's terrible. Protest. I have to pause it. It's on Enza in the crowd. Surreal in the crowd. God damn it. This would be how he goes. I didn't want Karn to die in episode 8. This is how he goes, at least he goes out a legend. Cyril. These soldiers are gonna die too. If this becomes the massacre I believe it to be. That's why we were made to empathize with their commanding officer. And the fact that they're boys as well is meant to make them empathetic. Or sympathetic. Stormtroopers, just don't move, it's sad. Ugh.
Supervisor Miro.
Proceed.
Put him on.
What if she is the cause of his death? Basically. You know, she is making this decision. She knows it. If he's in this
Fire at will.
plaza.
Repeat. Fire at will.
What the fuck, Dedra? She doesn't love him enough, guys, clearly. They're literally just got everyone in the plaza so they can decimate Gorman's population so no one will resist their mining at all whatsoever. Go against it. Yeah, the soldiers are screwed too. They have to have dead soldiers to make it look like there was... Yeah, they're gonna make it look like the other side started it. Ah, oh, fuck me. He's gonna get involved, yeah. No, he's not, I guess. I know, look, this is a terrible time to say this. How often are we really invested in blaster fights? Never, really, because stormtroopers suck at aiming. This is the most invested I've been in a blaster shootout, probably ever. They're kind of just a wash. Smirks because it's exactly what he wanted to happen. Death is just part of the mission. It's the goal. Kind of what was the same for Cassian. And now he just lost his love. Oh no, the bellhop's gonna be a legend too. And Luke is just farming right now. Moisture farming.
Supervisor, it's not safe.
Oh, he's not gonna get her. There's no way he gets her this episode.
Put them out there.
This is definitely what K2. Oh, fuck. What is Cassian gonna do? Jump on his back and reprogram him in the matter of seconds? K2 kills Enza? Did that kill her? Yeah.
There are days I feel stuck in my head, even on an antidepressant.
To be honest, we weren't that invested in Enza's character anyway. But what she represents is sad that it's dead. I mean, we're more invested in her father, and that's gonna do something. You know, I was right about Dedra. I really did enjoy their relationship, and I understood what it was. But her career and climbing the Imperial ladder, it does mean more to her than him. That's what's happening right now. She actively made that decision. She's sad about it, don't get me wrong. She was conflicted, but she made her choice. And I think ultimately doing the right thing was more important to Surreal. Exactly, Surreal. He's a real one. Sorry, that's kind of a lame joke. I'll just say Cyril from now on. The irony of him trying to avoid killing an innocent that was in the way of Dedra just now. Sort of. Oh my god, and he sees Cassian right now. What if Cassian kills Cyril? Oh, he stops Cassian from killing Dedra! Oh my god! You gotta be fucking kidding me. You still hate him this much? I guess he just tried to kill your ex-girlfriend. He did try to just kill your ex-girlfriend. What? I thought they'd become friends. This is not that. I mean, I didn't think they'd become friends immediately. This does make sense. It was kind of a joke. I wanted Cyril to become part of the rebellion, but that was wishful thinking. Jesus, this is a really good fight. It feels so fucking feral and real. They're doing an amazing job. What a fucking fight. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. That can't be it. He can't be dead. Holy shit. All of this suddenly feels so much more real. I mean, it did already, but holy shit. It's when the characters you most invest in get really involved. Like this. Holy shit. Oh, man. Kate, what? I know this is when he's gonna get shot or something. He doesn't even know. Of course he doesn't even know. He's like that. Look at his dad. Fuck me! It didn't even dawn on me that he wouldn't know who Cyril was. Because we're so well... Fuck me, dude. He was so obsessed with Cassian. Cassian didn't even know who the fuck he was. Of course. And he gets... And the tragedy of his situation is he gets... I mean, he did manipulate the Gormans. And then he was killed by one. The main guy... The guy who was mostly manipulating. I don't know. And he was trying to help them at the end. Jesus Christ. That's so tragic and sad, Cyril's story. Because at the end of the day, he didn't want to hurt anyone. He was just doing his job and then trying to do right by the person that he loved. And he started to immediately, once he was viewing how his actions were affecting people. I mean, maybe not immediately. Season 1, he didn't really care about Ferrex, the population of Ferrex, but damn, man. I think characters like Cyril are really important in the context of situations like this. Because everyone's trying to survive at the end of the day. He was very much a product of his environment and his circumstances. And at the end, I think he tried to do the right thing. Maybe too late, obviously. And I think in his last moment when Cassian asked him, "Who are you?" he realized, what am I doing? I've been obsessing over this dude who doesn't even know who I am. For what? Because it was my job? Not because it was right or important in the way that I wanted it to be. It totally makes sense that what's-his-face would kill him, though.
Sharantra was with us. We never had the chance. But stop. We have to leave. Look at me.
Holy shit!
Run! Don't stop! Get up, get up!
Just throwing people around. This has to be K2. It makes sense. Driving that thing. Oh, this guy. Definitely K2. Maybe not, I don't know. I don't know how we time to take this.
Is it dead?
I know you.
Sam, I remember you.
Thank you.
I have to get to the HQ.
I knew this guy would become a badass.
No, we're leaving.
You go. I'll be alright, you'll see.
No, he won't.
Tell people what happened here, Cass.
That's what they always say.
Ferrex. Stolen Sky.
Definitely K2, though. He'll take.
Wait! One last favor.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have time for this, but I guess he's got the ride.
This is Palmer 1, making an emergency broadcast on all open channels. Pick that up.
To be honest, honestly, I'm kind of devastated by Surreal's death that I don't even know if I care as much about this show. That's how much his death fucking hurts.
The serial murder of Gorman has begun. There are hundreds of bodies this moment.
Like, I don't give a fuck about the Imperial side at all now. I don't give a fuck about the Imperial side at all. With Cyril gone.
We're being destroyed. Please mark this message and pass it forward.
He knew this was coming
This
to
is
him.
murder. The Empire built this fire. Now they expect us to die without knowing why. The conspiracy we feared is real. It's here today. Imperial ships are already landing across the sea. Is there no one who can help us? Is there no one?
Drino!
God damn it, he comes back for a girl he barely knows, and Dedra and Surreal just... Grabbing at the collar was a brilliant choice. The noose around her neck, you know. Her whole uniform strangling her. But even then, she's still trying to compose herself and straighten herself out. Be who she wants to be, even though that's not who she even is, probably. It's all that underneath.
Martyrs of Gorman are mourned.
Look at his mom cry.
We're sure to learn a great deal more about what happened here today.
And she's been talking shit about the Gormans this whole time. Fuck. Because it's not real when you're watching it on TV, right? That's what I was saying before. It wasn't real for her. It was just drama. It was just The View, right? But then his mom knows that her son's dead, and it's real. All of a sudden, it's real what she's watching on TV. Damn.